There is nothing tougher than to stand before a family and explain how a loved one was murdered.
That was the devastating news police had to deliver to the family of Samantha Josephson. The 21-year-old was a student at the University of South Carolina. She was last seen getting into a black Chevy Impala around 2 a.m. on March 29, 2019, after a night out with classmates.
Our hearts are broken. They're broken.
Josephson mistook this car for her Uber ride, a fatal mistake. Investigators say she was kidnapped.
Further investigation on the suspect vehicle determined that a child safety seat was in the back, and then the child safety locks were activated on the door that would not allow someone to the means of escape.
And by the time officers caught up with the driver the next day, it was too late.
The officer asked the driver to step out of the car, and the driver fled on foot. Officer gave chase, was able to make an apprehension after a short foot chase. When they returned back to the car, further examination determined that there was what appeared to be blood. That blood, investigators say, was Josephson's. Also in the car was her cell phone. Police arrested Nathaniel Rowland and charged him with kidnapping and murder.
This is Ms. Pennick's motion to set bond, is that correct? Yes, Your Honor.
At Rowland's bond hearing last year, more details of Josephson's violent death were revealed.
Judge, there were over 30 wounds on various parts of Samantha's body, to include her face, her feet, and virtually every area of her body in between.
Prosecutors say turkey hunters found Josephson's body in a wooded area near New Zion, less than 2 miles from where Rowland's family lives. Samantha's family, present at the hearing, pleaded with the judge.
This monster has taken complete joy from our lives. When we found out that Samantha was kidnapped and murdered, a huge part of me just completely died, too.
Your Honor, I beg of you, I plead of you to deny bail. He's a danger to society and a significant flight risk. The level of threat he poses to society has not changed and will not change.
But Rowland's family paints a very different picture of the accused. The Rowlands say Nathaniel, a former star athlete in high school, was a role model and a churchgoer with big career goals.
We stand behind him 100% because we do believe that he is innocent. We do believe that he's not capable of even doing such what he's being accused of. We do ask the court for mercy. We do send our prayers to the family.
After hearing from both families, the judge issues a ruling.
This court makes a finding for purposes of this hearing that the defendant presents a danger to the community, and for that reason, the court denies the defendant's motion for bond at this time.
For now, Rowland remains behind bars. It will be up to a jury to decide if it will be for the rest of his life.
And Court TV legal correspondent Chanley Painter is in Columbia, South Carolina. She's covering the trial for us and has more on what we can expect as jury selection continues today.
Good morning, Ted. Jury selection continues today in the murder trial against Nathaniel Rowland. Yesterday, a pool of more than 700 prospective jurors were summoned here for jury duty. The judge and the parties whittled down the pool in 4 separate panels. The prospective jurors were screened for publicity, hardship, exemption, and several dozen were dismissed. The defendant himself was also in the very large courtroom yesterday. At one point during a break in the action, when the prospective jurors weren't inside the courtroom anymore, the defendant asked the judge for a new attorney. He wanted to fire his public defenders and replace them with a private attorney that he claimed his family had retained on his behalf. Now, Rowland went on to tell the judge that he wasn't satisfied with the public defenders, claiming they weren't fighting for him. However, the judge noted that his defense has worked for more than 2 years on his behalf, spending more than $10,000 of state money to hire experts for his defense case. But by the end of the day, the defendant actually withdrew his requests as a misunderstanding, even giving the judge a thumbs up, telling him that he was satisfied with his counsel. So now those qualified jurors who made it through day one of jury selection yesterday return today for questioning by the judge and by the attorneys. The goal is a jury of 12 with 4 alternates. Ted, I'll send it back to you.